Carly, I'm a God guy, and so I see things through that lens. But I have been struck recently that we are facing the same thing that Moses said to the people as they left the Pharaoh, and that was choose today, life or death. And there are three things that are such clear low bar tests for us that I think if we don't do it the right way, we're in trouble. And you've just hit two of them. One, Iran, choose life over death. That's a culture of death. Two, Planned Parenthood, choose life over death. The third one is a little more complex on solving, and that is ISIS, a culture of death, and we are doing very little, if not nothing, for those people who have lost their children to crucifixions, lost their town, lost their family, lost their country, and are living in refugee camps.
That's right. And so one of the other things I would do on the first or maybe the second day in office is call a Camp David summit of our Arab allies who know this is their fight. King Abdullah of Jordan, a man I've known for a very long time, has been asking us to supply him with bombs and material. The Jordanians are fighting ISIS as we speak. We have not provided bombs and material. So King Abdullah is going to China. The Egyptians have asked us to share intelligence because they are fighting ISIS on the ground as we speak. We are not sharing intelligence. The Kurds have been asking us to arm them for 3 years because they are fighting ISIS on the ground as we speak. We have not armed them. In other words, we have a set of Arab allies who are losing their own people to this evil. We need to pull them together. Yes, we probably need more special forces on the ground. Yes, we need our bombing runs to be more effective. But we need to put our Arab allies to work. They must see leadership and resolve and support from us. And so far, they have seen none of that.
This audience is a little different than most audiences. They are very, very well read. They know what's going on, and they know what they believe. And what they don't believe in is giant progressive government. And there are progressives in both parties. It's not a liberal or conservative thing. It is or a Democrat and Republican thing. It is a constitution or this new idea of the progressives. And when I say new, I mean in the last 100 years. Where do you fall on that scale? Because I've seen some of some of the things that you believe in, and you seem to be a little big government. Fair to say?
Oh goodness, no, not at all fair to say. Not at all fair to say. In fact, I'm sorry that you feel that way. So let me try and clear that up for you and your listeners. Here's what happens when big government gets bigger. Only the big, the powerful, the wealthy, and the well-connected can handle it. It's called crony capitalism. And you are right. Both Republicans and Democrats alike have created crony capitalism, have furthered crony capitalism. It is what people who've been in the status quo of politics all their lives do, because that system, that status quo, benefits them. The truth is the only way you can level the playing field so that the small and the powerless can prosper is to reduce the power of government. I started out as a secretary in a little 9-person real estate firm. My husband, Frank, started out driving a tow truck for a family-owned auto body shop. It is how most people start. And so when we have government crushing the potential of this nation, and that's what we have. You know, you mentioned God. And I'm glad you did, and I know you're a man of great faith, and I am a woman of faith. Jesus Christ has seen me through some very difficult times. But when I was a little girl, my mother said to me, what you are is God's gift to you. What you make of yourself is your gift to God. This, I believe, is the fight we must have. I, as a conservative, believe every one of us is gifted by God. No one of us is any better than any other one of us. Every one of us has the capacity and the desire to live a life of dignity and purpose and meaning. This government is now crushing the potential of this nation and too many people in it. And progressives honestly believe that it's okay to crush people's potential because progressives believe some of us are smarter than others. Some of us are better than others. So some of us are going to take care of others. The core of conservatism is not just the value of life, but the gifts in every life. And the core of progressivism is, nah, actually, some of us know better than the rest of you. That is why government has to get cut down to size, because it is crushing the potential of this nation and crushing the potential of too many Americans.
Well, I'm comfortable with that answer. Carly, I'm sorry. I was gone for a month, and I know you came out and you met with Dana, and were on Dana's show and did a fantastic job. But I hope that we have a chance to actually sit down, the two of us, with our cameras and really kind of go over some things, because I think you are a very smart woman, and you obviously handle yourself very, very well, and we are looking for fresh faces, and I hope we have that opportunity to do that again.
Well, Glenn, I would be delighted. I will be back through Texas in the not-too-distant future, and I would truly, truly love to do that.
Well, it's good. We'll schedule it.
We'll make sure that happens.
Thank you very much, Carly, and congratulations last night.